supported Bill 47. This is a pretty important bill for my community and actually for the City of Toronto, and I suspect for every city that actually has high-rises. If you've got 5 floors, 10 units, you've got an elevator in this unit, this bill is going to help your local community because disaster will happen, electrical fires will take place, electrical failures will take place, power will be lost. And at that point in time, your community is going to be looking to you for help. That's what happened to me at 650 Parliament when my community experienced a catastrophic electrical failure. 1,500 residents, larger than some of your local communities, in one tower had to be evacuated. 1,500 residents, 22 stories large, 570 units. In that building were a range of residents, seniors, people with mobility devices who use them, as well as the elderly, mothers who had just recently given birth, all trying to navigate the stairwell in the dark. Eventually, those residents were out of the building for about 2 years. Now, this is an extreme example, but let me tell you what ended up happening. The property owner was not able to provide care for the residents, which was deemed as their responsibility. The City of Toronto stepped in. And what did we do? We provided emergency shelter. We booked hotel rooms for them. We had to make sure that their medication was in refrigerators. We had to make sure that they were going to be safe. They couldn't go back to their place of residence because there was no ability to get them back into those properties. It was very, very stressful. It resulted in 2 class action lawsuits that then merged together to 1. Why do I raise that issue with you? Because I'm hearing members of this House Speaker talk about the cost to landlord. I'll tell you what the cost is to the landlord. The City of Toronto is going to recover that cost. We issued a civil action because the landlord at that time, the property owner said to that time, I'm ill-equipped to provide support to their tenants. City officials, including city lawyers, said it is your responsibility to take care of your residents, your responsibility to make sure that they have interim shelter, your responsibility to make sure they have emergency clothing, as well as the fact that it happened in the wintertime. It was their responsibility. They asked the city for help, and the city provided that help. And then now the city is going to court to recover those charges. All of that being said, is that it is not necessarily about how much you're going to save up front. You are going to pay later on. There is an ability right now for us to provide security to those property owners and the landlords to make sure that they can provide support to their tenants down the road. You pay now or you pay later, it's going to cost you a lot more if you have to pay later.
Thank you. Further debate? Further debate?